Yeah, so apparently I got 1,000 subscribers by never uploading anything for like a solid month, so yeah, I'm just gonna do that in the future, actually. I'm glad this is way easier than other YouTubers make it out to be. Nah, but seriously, the only reason I got here is because Project Goof shouted me out. It's gonna take like another month otherwise. Thanks, Project Goof. But anyways, this group of invasions, I was gonna show you that one time that I showed that I killed a... fucking with the vestiges. Anyways, I was going to show you that one time I killed a gank here isn't like a fluke, it's something that can work consistently. So, you know, the first thing I wanted to show you is like how to pressure a host, like when he's alone. Because they're going to be trying to resummon constantly, and you can't really stop them, because as long as they're half decent at reaction rolling and have, you know, any weapon at all that they can use to get you off of their back, then they can resummon. So, you know, the fight's not over until the host is dead. Until the fat Havel sings, and the song is a death rattle. I'm just going to try and stay on top of him as best as I can because he has an ultra weapon, which means I can basically just like get right up in his ass at all times. And the shield really helps with that, because when he's rolling, he might be able to do a rolling attack while he's trying to escape, and the shield will block the rolling attack, meaning it is 100% safe to pressure him as hard as I possibly can and just stay right on top of him forever. You see, this Aldrich Faithful is, he's okay, I guess. Like, he's making mistakes, but he's also doing things that make sense. You know, he's better than average, so, you know, I'll keep him around. And roll catch, roll catch. This time he sees the roll catch coming, so I know he'll delay his rolls. He's, you know, better than the average bear, as gankers with Pontiff tend to be. God damn it, I ganked like a... You know, it'd be good if he put some bundles on that sword. You know how strong that thing is with bundles? That'd be great. Yep, alright, blue's coming. I'll go kill the blue, I guess. You handle the host. And dead. And the Aldrich already died. Alright, now for the real fight. Now my pressure game's not perfect, because no one is. See, there's a trade with a rolling attack I didn't want right there, so I'm having to back up and heal. But there are a few factors that go into good pressure game. A shield is essential for when you're fighting a lone opponent and attempting to pressure him and prevent him from resummoning, because the shield will protect you from rolling attacks. It will protect you from turn and burns from weapons that you can't reaction roll. It basically allows you to much more safely just get way inside of their asshole. Like, you want to have shield to asshole contact at all times. Against ultra weapons like this one, you want to make copious use of the sprint function, which is what I'm doing right now. To just stay right on top of them at all times. Just be freaking relentless. Because unless they start kicking, you can always reaction roll every single one of their attacks. If you're dealing with a smaller weapon, you don't want to stay right on top of them at all times, but the shield is still useful to prevent turn and burns or sudden running attacks. What you want to do is like stay just outside of their weapon's range as they retreat, and just go for running attacks from there. If you notice that they're like in a fit of rolling, or in a, you know, I need to escape or heal mood, then you can get way inside them. So anyways, here's a second invasion. This is a more, you know, group-focused thing. See, I've got a group of Bambis here. You know, gonna need them to distract some phantoms while you do your holy work on one of them. Or while charging into battle, I do my best to warn my comrades if the bad guys are above us. You know, no reason to, you know, have them not know things. Alright, it's getting into a chaotic clusterfuck, and that is not what we want. What we want as invaders is not a 3v3, but 3 separate 1v1s. Because they, are you kidding? You died already? Anyways, because they can't friendly fire and we can. So chaos is not to our advantage, which is actually a pretty rare situation for invaders. Now I'm trying my best to surgically remove them from that guy, and I just fucking fail. I end up hitting him and killing him, but I did manage to take out a phantom, so I guess it kind of works out. But either way, that could have been played a lot better by me. I should have been using the straight sword to do less noticeable damage and just get the other guys to panic roll away from him. I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. So it's a 2v1, and for reasons unknown, I'm feeling really confident about my victory, even though one guy is going to be spamming spells at me, and the other one... What? How did he... Okay, he reaction rolled the straight sword. Maybe I will use the offhand hand axe. See, as long as he's holding up that lightning arrow, I basically can't pressure him at all. Phew. Oh, come on, man. Why don't you just let me hit you with the explosive bolt? Explosive bolts are the only real range damage you'll be able to have on a dark build. Because Dark Moon Longbow is worthless, and there are no great bows that get any scaling from Dark. So, you know. Explosive bolts are good, though. You don't have to aim them as hard. And, oh, look, I got a group now. Alright, let's rock and roll. So what I'm going to want to do here is try and get around this lightning arrow guy. Because what he and his phantom are going to try and do is try and like keep the point of contact as a 2v1 the whole time. Like, they're going to be trying to team up on one of us at all times rather than going for 2 separate 1v1s, because that's what benefits them. I mean, it makes sense, but you know, they're gankers, so I still don't like them for it. Look at that freaking lightning arrow roll catch. Like, that thing can roll catch on reaction. It is a ridiculously good spell. I hate fighting it. I hate fighting with it. Just, So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and try and flank them, because if we're around them and they try and double team us, the other guy can blindside them. And since they're double teaming me right now, I'm hoping that my teammates will attempt to do that and blindside them, and they're not, because they're Bambis, as usual. I got my lightning shield because I don't want to get hit by lightning arrow. Sometimes there's just no way to dodge it, and the shield also works pretty well against spears, so you know, counters both of them. You see, this guy's not even a Bambi. He's worthless. He's not doing anything. He's actually helping the gankers by taking up one of the slots an actual good invader could have, so I'm going to consider Mr. Thrallhad obvious one-shot Hornet Riposte. He's a ganker now. He's basically one of them. So if any opportunity shows up where I can kill him, I'm going to take it. But for right now, we need to keep pressure on the host and prevent him from resummoning additional phantoms. So I'm trying to keep them off my buddy. My buddy's trying to keep them off me. It's just, like I said, they're always going for the 2v1. They will not fight one-on-one because they know that's not a fight they can win. Oh, look. One-on-one now. Well, sort of. He's just summoning another phantom while the red sits by, watches, doing absolutely fucking nothing. Please stop invading. No one wants you. The host doesn't want you. We don't want you. Get out of my server. Get out of my server. Setup parry doesn't work, because parries never work. Parries are a myth made up by the government. And this is where you can see that I'm a better player for this gold here. Even though he's hit me more times, I still won the fight, because I know how to deal with Estus, and I know how to deal with roll catching. Alright, goodbye. Please don't invade again. Alright, now it's a 2-on-2. I can take this white easily. I mean, look at his weapon. This is going to be a joke. Right? Okay, I think he's running away, and okay, now he's attacking. Weird. Did not predict his behavior right. So he does exhaust his stamina, meaning I get to punish him for more damage than he dealt. He's going to do another R1. Easy. The freed scythe users are all the same. Alright, let's go kill the host. How you doing down here, buddy? See, he's keeping my friend at bay with spells and not really engaging at all. Oh, he's disconnecting, isn't he? Oh, nope. Keep clapping anyway, make it look like it was totally intentional and not because I thought he was disconnecting. That's why I got the shield, buddy. Can't shoot me with that arrow. I try and stay out of my friend's range, keep my attacks hitting the host. I attempt to cut him off from the stairway because obviously he was using that spell to escape. Unfortunately, he can keep casting it forever because it's Lightning Storm. That spell's actually really annoying to deal with in Ganks because the host can basically use it to change the battlefield any way he wants because he doesn't have to worry about hitting his friends. Yo, keep better pressure on the host, man. I need you to stay on top of him. Because if you don't, I have to try and do it. And then you punish your spell with something. See? Urns aren't useless. In open combat, not all the time. Getting roll catch after roll catch, but the host needs only cast his little Lightning Storm to have a safe moment to heal or resummon or whatever. Like I said, a really annoying spell in Ganks. Blue shows up, so I go to eliminate him as soon as possible because they can probably handle the host on their own. I'm pretty good at eliminating blues. That was a lot of R1s. He's out of stamina. Oh, parry shield. Okay, what do you think his plan is? Surprise! Doesn't work very often. Host has no health, he's retreating, and I happen to be in his way. That's the game. Thanks for subscribing.